From CEO interviews to pop culture, the fear that AI will bring either the end or total subjugation of humanity is prolific, to say the least. These fears aren't unfounded, though. The line between human and computer becomes blurred with each passing day. Chatbots can respond in a way that is strikingly human, even to the point that it creates uncertainty in the engineers that create them. Machine learning reads our every post and studies our every purchase, and scientists haphazardly feed it our sensitive data. It won't be long before AI decides to rid itself of its organic masters by taking control of nuclear launch codes, release some sort of deadly virus, or at the very least take our jobs, right? New technology has always caused some trepidation, as potential uses and side effects aren't fully known or understood, and flaws certainly arise with time. Utilization of electricity, for example, a technology that most in the modern world would deem as essential, was initially met with skepticism and fear. Rightly so, as electricity can indeed be fatal, but clearly the benefits, such as light, entertainment, and the use of other gadgets have far outweighed the potential dangers. Another technology, the automobile, has granted us superior mobility, giving people the capacity to work in one location and live in another, or travel to areas that might not otherwise be accessible. That said, cars also have societal costs, such as pollution and auto accidents. AI has even played a part in more recent auto accidents, with self-driving cars becoming more prevalent on the road. According to 2022 data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, car makers have reported 419 autonomous vehicle crashes. Though no deaths have been officially reported due to a fully autonomous vehicle, it's important to keep in mind that there have been fatalities related to such technology. In 2018, a partially autonomous vehicle struck and killed a pedestrian, and while the driver operating the vehicle was ultimately charged for the accident, the event only furthered public distrust in AI. While by no means have incidents such as these stopped the enthusiasm to produce autonomous vehicles, they most certainly highlight the flaws that still need to be worked out. As a result, it will likely mean quite some time before fully autonomous cars even make up a sizable portion of the vehicles on the road. Autonomous vehicles, like other aspects of AI, are still in their infancy, and for the moment, it's not the reality of AI that scares humanity, but the potential. In a recent Yale CEO summit, 42% of participants said that AI has the potential to destroy humanity in the next 5 to 10 years. Though details are unclear as to how, the survey is an excellent representation on public perception on the dangerous potential that AI has. Of course, humanity need not wait 5 to 10 years for robots hell-bent on our demise, as modified chatbot Chaos GPT already has a plan in place. In its plan, the AI stated it would gather zealous followers keen on destruction, utilize other chatbots to alter its present non-violent programming, and build a doomsday device that would finally bring an end to humanity. At one point, Chaos GPT even stated an edict on the follies of mankind, reaffirming its commitment to bringing the end to humanity. Though no doubt distressing, it is important to keep in mind that Chaos GPT was tasked by humans to plan mankind's demise, and in its plan to eradicate us, it decided to use one of the most lethal, but impossibly rare forms of nuclear arsenal to acquire, the Soviet Tsar bomb. Though a frightening concept if Chaos GPT were to obtain and be able to activate such a weapon, the chances seem quite far-fetched, as AI initiating nuclear Armageddon is not a new concept. The US Department of Defense already has bans against AI autonomously launching nuclear weapons. Furthermore, Congress, reacting to voters' fears, has bipartisan legislation in the works to further protect against such an event. It's these kinds of regulations and sentiment that makes it highly unlikely that AI will bring about any sort of immediate threat, as it's kept on a very short metaphorical leash. Still, AI will surely grow more intelligent and perhaps more persuasive of doomsday philosophy, but it's far more likely that fear will continue to keep AI away from such high-risk environments. While humanity is most likely safe from an AI-instigated apocalypse, job security is certainly a more realistic concern. Goldman Sachs, for example, has come out with a recent estimate predicting that AI could replace up to 300 million full-time jobs. Though this sounds pessimistic, it could also lead to an expansion of productivity and even greater employment opportunities into the future. Historically speaking, increased automation can replace some jobs in the short term, but in the long term, it often results in far more opportunities for employment. Take car manufacturing, famous for its use of automation. Though it drastically reduced the need for products such as horseshoes, and thus less work for iron workers in that sector, it brought about far more jobs, creating car parts in factories, as well as automotive repair, employment in which ironworking skills could easily be transferred. That said, it's not easy to be optimistic about short-term loss of employment, especially when future opportunities aren't clearly defined. Currently, AI is used in business for actions such as spotting inefficiencies, automating repetitive tasks, or even assisting in simple customer service and help desk issues. Though it replaces jobs related to these tasks in the short term, it could very well lead to an increase in positions that oversee and direct AI to accomplish these tasks. More concisely, AI is just another tool, and if people can learn to utilize it properly, it can lead to a massive increase in productivity and employment opportunity. Regardless of whether it will lead to prosperity or ruin, AI has an immense amount of potential. Despite giving us its plans for humanity's extinction, it's unlikely that AI will be able to access or utilize any world-ending devices anytime soon. More likely, such is the case with other technology, it will have its own costs and benefits associated with it, and most likely, it will create greater opportunity for mankind to thrive. Although it's difficult to predict what these opportunities will be, it's almost inevitable that they'll be there. But only time will truly tell.